It's been a couple of weeks since I put a video out, so I'm pretty excited to be doing one now. I got down to the Thames foreshore last weekend on the 15th of September, and so this video is going to be all about what I found then and also a few things from the week before. And I've also been away in France with Chill Bill and Sci-Finds, and so I'll also be making a video of what we got up to there. But this video is mudlarking on the Thames, so let's get on with it. See you later. Now, over there, underneath the brick, I've just spotted something very interesting. Can you see it? I shall zoom in and see if you can see what I've seen. The tide's still relatively high at the moment, it's going out. So one of the advantages of this is that you look closer up at the top of the foreshore, where I don't often spend a lot of time, but there you are, look, you see, I can see this little face there on a pipe bowl. I haven't picked it up yet. I'm going to pick it up now. I just happened to spot it. It was all rather fortunate. So here he is. There is not much of a stem, but look at him. Isn't he beautiful? Oh my gosh. He looks kind of serious. A bit mournful, doesn't he? Well, I'm going to cheer him up and take him home and put him with all the other little pipes so he can make some friends. It never fails to amaze me how beautiful these pipes are. Look, he's even got little ears. And his hair as well. A little ear. So can you see what I'm looking at here down on the ground, in the mud, between the rocks? Let's zoom in a bit. There she is. So how much stem has she got, do you reckon? It's a newly exposed pipe. Let's go and have a look. See. She is. Oh, there's a little bit of stem, not that much, but a bit. I can see another pipe stem just here, and I'm wondering if there's anything on the end of it. A nice flat stem, and you can see the mouthpiece on there. Let's give it a pull. I'm kind of feeling hopeful, but at the same time I'm not sure. Ah, yes, it's broken, but there's still a bit of it, and it was, by the looks of it. Yeah, it's a fragment of Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffalo pipe, and they often have this really flattened stem with that pronounced little mouthpiece at the end there. The RAOB, the Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffaloes. You can see the one half a horn there of the buffalo, and sadly it's broken. Here I've just discovered a piece of lead, I think, again with something engraved on it. It's probably something to wrap up a cable, I expect. Let's go and give it a wash and see what's on there. It's always interesting finding metal with something engraved on it to see what its old purpose was. Yeah, there we are. We used to wrap up cable, I think. Can you see what I'm looking at here? There it is, it's another pipe stem, and it looks like a Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffalo pipe stem because it's kind of looking a bit flat. You can see that seam there and that sort of nipply bit at the end. So let's have a look. It's just to get some of the mud away from it. Yeah, there you can see the stem going right down there. Let's get some more of that mud away. Oops. There we are. Yeah, this is very hopeful. Very hopeful indeed. Right, there we are. Oh, perfect. And you know what? It's not a Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffalo. It's just got the same kind of flattened stem, but it's a beautiful entire pipe, which is what we're after. I'll give it a proper wash later so you can have a look at it. It's all black at the moment because it's been in the mud for so long, but it will fade over time back to a nice ivory pipe colour. I do wonder who last held that. Who was puffing away on it, whiling away the time. That's what we're looking at. Let's get that out of the way. I think it's just a bowl. And it is, but it's quite a pretty bowl. There you are, can you see this bowl? This one here. Oh, is there any stem? A tiny bit, a tiny bit. See, it's got that seam down the middle there, seemingly to hide imperfections as well as being decorative. And it's got a nice little heel. I can see a little button here sitting in the mud. And here's a bullet here, one of those old ones again, not a 303 round. Let's get my bullet chart out again. I just spotted this pipe stem and it's got something on it, something imprinted on it. And again, it's wonderful to find these pipe stems with names on and places because you can trace back then the pipe makers who started to print their names on the side in the mid 1860s, well about 1861 so I've been told. And you can see on this one it's got Henry and then beginning LE, and I've found one of his before actually. I've got it at home, so it's a good opportunity to get that out and look up Henry. And on the other side it's got, we can just see Chester, but I think It's Porchester, so it's a Henry Lee, I believe, from Porchester. So I'm going to see what I can find out about Henry. I do love his pipe stems though. They're just so pretty. And look, there's a little bit of an old toothbrush here. Probably bone, I think. So, can you see what I'm looking at? I expect you can. It's just here. Again, it's another pipe which has just been revealed. The mud's washed off it. Oh, I've got my friends the swans here, look. Hello, hello. Hello there. You gonna let me do a pipe extraction? Watch the pipe extraction. Hello. Hello there. Look, I'm going to pull a pipe out of the mud, hopefully. So I'm just going to loosen the mud around it. And keeping an eye on my little friends behind me. I've shifted positions because I don't feel too comfortable with the swans creeping up behind me. I haven't got anything for you. I haven't, I'm sorry. Look, we're going to go and see if this pipe's got anything on the end of it. We're going to see if it's got a stem. Gonna watch? Gonna watch me? Here we go, look. There's the pipe. Funny thing is, I always think that pipe bowls with stems on the end look a bit like swans. Right, anyway, look. Let's just ease this a bit. Give it a little wiggle and a little tug. It's feeling pretty hopeful. Feeling pretty hopeful. Okay, are you ready for this moment? Here it is, look. Oh, look at that. Move around so you can see it properly. Get my shadow out of the way. Okay, we're going to pull out this. Here we are. Oh, that is a... Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my goodness. It just kept coming and coming. Oh lordy, look. Look at that. Now look, I'll show you what I mean. If I turn it like that, it's kind of like the body of a swan with a very, very long neck. But anyway, joking aside, that was completely unexpected and it's absolutely stunning. Just look at that. Absolutely stunning. Hey look, Mr. and Mrs. Swan, look. Got a beautiful pipe. Look at that. I don't have anything for you to eat, I'm afraid. I'm going to do a little roundup now. Do a little roundup. Well, I came down here on Saturday the 15th of September and I've had a real pipe day. Just look at these. This real unexpected, beautiful long one. And this stunning face. Not forgetting this one. So I'm going to go home now, give them a wash, and we can take a look at them when they're in a little bit of a better state. So that's it. So I will see you later. Okay, bye. Bye, Mrs. Swan. just leaving to go home, and I thought I'd have a quick look here before the tide comes in, and I've spotted this, which looks like, yeah, a button. Look, here we are, with just an anchor on it. What it's got on the back there. Oh, it does have something. It's probably got where it was made. Look there. I can't read it at the moment. I've just spotted a little piggy just over here. He's just there. Look at this. A little lead pig. Oh, isn't he gorgeous? I'll give him a wash and we'll have a closer look. Now I'm going to do a little roundup of the items that were featured in today's video. So here we are with them all laid out here. And I'm going to start with this delightful pipe bowl. And this pipe bowl head, it's known as a Turks Head pipe, and they date back to the mid-19th century, so let's say around 1850. And he is resplendent, and I do have a couple of friends for him that I found earlier a few years ago, and here they are. So here is another Turk's head. He's been worn away on that side, but he's got a very noble face there with a beautiful moustache, so he's very similar. There they are, so they can have a little chat. And then this one, which also looks a bit like a Turk's head, and I'm not sure if it is, because it also looks rather like Queen Victoria. But in any case, it's the same style, so they probably all date to round about the same time, which is the mid-19th century. So there they are. Hopefully, they'll all cheer up a bit. The more, the merrier. Next, I have this piece of lead with lettering stamped onto it. And what it says is Craig Park Electric Cable Company. It's got a date down there of 1916. It's 880 yards, cable electric. And I've looked up Craig Park Electric Cable Company, and they manufactured and sold electric cables, wouldn't you know, and they were registered in 1903. So, very old. On the face of it, you could say, well, that's not terribly interesting, it's an old piece of lead, but still, it's got that history about it. An old company stamped into that piece of lead. Once used to wrap electric cables. What a glamorous job. Now here is my button, which was a lovely unexpected find just as I was leaving to go home, and it features a fouled anchor there. I do love the anchor motif, and I've researched it, and if my research is right, it is a very early Royal Naval button dating to the late 18th century, possibly mid to late 18th century. Naval buttons used to depict a rose, and then in 1774 a fouled anchor, plain edge, all surrounded by rope edging, took the rose's place. And on the back we can see the manufacturer, and his name
is Nutting, Joseph and John Nutting. They were button makers in the late 18th to early 19th century, and they worked from King Street, Covent Garden. So early 19th century military naval button makers. You can just see his name there, Nutting and Son. It was Joseph and John. And Joseph Nutting, by the way, was also a churchwarden at St Paul's Church, Covent Garden. Next, I've got my fragment of pipe stem with Chester on one side, and on the other side Henry. And I knew that I'd found one very similar before, and I searched it out, and here it is, and we can see a little bit more, but it's very, very similar. You can see that they're both extremely similar, if not the same. And we have it in its entirety here. So we've got Henry Lee on that side, and then on that side it is Poor Chester. And Henry Lee was a pipe maker. He was born in 1816, died in 1885, and he founded his pipe making business in 1840. And a business card of his read, "Tobacco, pipe, whiting and putty manufacturers, Porchester, wholesale dealers in pipe clay, bath, brick and hearthstone." It really was a pipe bonanza day today, and here we've got the Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffalo partial pipe. Now the Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffalo, RAOB, otherwise known as the Buffs, was a society that was formed in the mid-19th century, and they still exist. They do a lot of charitable work, and there was an initiation ceremony for the Buffs, and during that initiation ceremony a pipe was broken over the candidate's head. It wasn't necessarily one like this. It could have been a normal plain churchwarden pipe. And sometimes these types with the horns and the RAOB were actually made and given away free in taverns where the buffs would have come to have a pint. So that is a partial one, and I do have a few here. I've got a few RAOB pipes. A few whole examples. Here we go. So this one is rather resplendent, and it's got the entire RAOB and a beautiful buffalo face there. Lovely nose. And there's his horn. As you can see on this one, we've just got the horn. And here's another one here, which is also rather resplendent. But it doesn't have the nose like the other one, it's just got that seam going up the front. And another one. So, nice little collection of Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffalo pipes. And carrying on with the pipe theme, here is the unexpected pipe from that pipe extraction. As you can see, it's faded a lot now back to kind of an ivory colour, whereas it was very black when it first came out of the mud. And it's got that sort of curve which would indicate that it was a churchwarden pipe, I think. And even then, it's not the whole length, it's been snapped off. It's got a beautiful long spur there, and it has a maker's mark on the side. Let's have a look on the other side too. Maker's mark here. And it's got that seam going up the front here that was often used to hide imperfections. And I'd say that this could date from the early 1800s, maybe 1820, 1830, 1840. That's my guess. So some beautiful pipes, absolutely stunning. All different, but all very special. Oh, well, this one, I almost forgot this one. Very delicate indeed, and quite short. I mean, when you compare the length to that one and this one, such a difference. And here's the decorative pipe bowl. Another very original way to cover up possible imperfections from the pipe mould. Very, very happy with my little pipe haul today. And last but not least, here is my resplendent lead pig. And I don't know if it's a sow or a boar, but I'm quite in love with it. And it seems a shame really that I removed it from its muddy environment, because it looked quite happily at home there. But there's another reason why I'm showing you this pig at this time, because I actually found this pig about 2 weeks ago. And a few days ago I heard on the news that a farm very close to Rotherhithe, where I often go mudlarking, had 11 piglets stolen. They were only literally, I think, about maybe a week or 2 weeks old. They were stolen, and it's a complete mystery as to where they have gone. And of course the farm are devastated, and they're very worried that these piglets are going to die because they need to be with their mum. And so on the very, very slim chance that anybody has noticed that somebody around them has accumulated all of a sudden some piglets, please let us know so that we can solve this mystery of these stolen baby, I think they're Oxford and Black, quite a rare breed of piglet. Bring back the Rotherhithe piglets. If anyone can help, please get in touch.
Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of